You didn't by any chance find that little thing, did you?
I didn't. I looked. I think it probably blew away.
Probably. It was windy that day. Yeah. That's all right. Like I said, I've got tons of microphones. I just haven't dug out another one of those. Holding on to hope. Hi. Hi. How are you? So I'm starting to get a collection of puzzles for my lives, which is really kind of cool because eventually I'm going to do a book.
Oh.
Right. And I'm working with a girl who does set designs. She does, for like Broadway shows and movies and TV and stuff. So I'm working with her on designing really a cool like book that would.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
So. All right. Let's see what she thinks.
Here. She saw me put it up there and trotted away, so.
Okay. That's feedback. They have no reason to lie to us.
Yeah, she's like, no, I see that. I don't. I'm good. I'm good.
So what I want to do, all right. Western saddles. You're gonna hide? So what I'm gonna have you do is I'm gonna have you let her explore.
Okay.
Okay. And then I want to make sure that as we introduce it to her, we listen to her and see where she tells us that part's the scary part. And then we'll work on that. Once we get her through all the things that potentially have brought her fear, then she'll get over it completely. But if you don't ever get them over it, then everything after that point is like damaging.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's like it's encouraging PTSD from the very first thing that scared her.
Okay.
Yeah. You can look at it. And a lot of times horses don't get a chance to actually look at the stuff. Like a lot of times people are like, they're worried the horse is going to chew on their expensive leather saddle, so they shoo the horse off, and sometimes they make it, kind of a, like they're bad for having wanted to look at that. I'm gonna have you do this part though. So,
okay.
Girl. So I just usually hold it like under my arm, and then you can open it up if she asks. Let her look at the. Okay. So see, look at what her ears are doing. That's fear. That ear closest to you. See how her ears kind of went out like donkey ears all of a sudden?
Mm-hmm.
When they do that, something's wrong. Okay. So like if you're ever riding on a trail and your horse's ears go like that, something's wrong. And then when they tip their head, that ear's the one that's pointing.
Okay.
Right? So then you got to pay attention to whatever that ear's pointing at.
Okay.
And often we miss it. And then we think our horse is spooked out of nowhere. They never spook out of nowhere. Unless, of course, like a deer jumps out behind them or something. But usually they tell us well in advance, I see that. And then as we get closer, that ear grabs onto it.
Okay.
So let's see how we can help her decide that this isn't so bad. And then go ahead and don't be sneaky about it. Just kind of open it up like you're opening up a book. Let her look at the underside of it. And now put it back under your arm and walk up beside her, and let's see what she does there. Her ears went, see? As soon as you put it under your arm. So that could be how somebody once approached her.
Okay.
Right? Because as soon as you put it under your arm, the ears went out again. But she was fine when you were offering it to her directly in front. You're okay. So go ahead and keep it under that arm.
Okay.
Yep. And then you're just going to go up and you're going to put your right hand on her withers. It's okay. You're okay, sweetie. Okay, now step away. Good. Let her look. She's funny. She's like, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. I think it involves this, though. Good girl. Isn't that cool? Once you install that over, that's how they always tell you, I don't know what you want, but I'm not trying to be bad.
Yeah.
And it's the easiest way for them to tell us, please don't get mad at me. I just don't know what you want. Okay. So go ahead and see if you could touch her like the shoulder towards the wither with it, like just kind of like flat against her. Yep. Okay. So there was a reaction. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually turn away and come back. And we're gonna try to be as fluent as we can,
Okay.
but we're not gonna be sneaky. We're not gonna be like, I'm gonna try to touch you with this. We're gonna just be like, so that way there's nothing like that she's supposed to digest as far as your approach. Because we don't want her to have to digest your approach also.
Okay.
Okay, now see if you can't now put it up on her back. Okay, so if you were to read her, what would you say she just did?
I don't know. I mean, now with the licking and chewing, or
No,
before that?
before that.
I don't know. She kind of froze a little bit,
Yeah.
but
Yep, which means she went internal.
okay.
Which is a horse that will explode. Now she's relaxing.
Okay.
But a horse that goes internal and then we move forward, like in that, like, you know, oh, now I throw the saddle on and the horse already went like this. Now, as soon as you do something that startles them, have you ever noticed like when they're hyper alert at something and then like a normal thing happens and they're like,
Uh-huh.
it's because they get in that frozen, hold their breath mode.
Okay.
Okay, so she held her breath for a minute there, but then you gave her a chance to just relax because you didn't really do anything else. Had you just kind of like moved on, she would have been like, and it would have just kept building.
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead and pull it off and throw it back on. Let's see if we can get her to not have to hold her breath. That's better. Now swing, go ahead and swing it towards her tail and then back on.
Okay.
Okay, so what we're going to look for is we're going to look for the head to not go, oh, right? Because
Okay.
that's her drawing in her, holding her breath.
Okay.
So watch when you go to swing it on, her head will start to raise up.
Yeah.
So we're going to try to eliminate that.
Okay.
So you're just going to keep doing that till that's gone.
Okay.
Almost gone. So she got brave enough to watch and then got scared again. Good. Now just leave it there for a second. Give her a little rub. Let her know that all we're doing. And then take it away so she doesn't have to process what that might mean. Good. Now we're going to go the other side and do the exact same thing on the other side.
Okay.
Now our ears went out to the sides again. And pay attention to that tail too.
Okay.
Make sure it's not fly related because it seemed to be a little consistent with that. Oh, she got brave enough to look. Let her look. And if you can, without bumping her in the head, throw it back up there while she's looking. Good. Go the other side and do it again. We're going to look for the first moment. So you're going to just keep changing sides. But what we're hoping to get is that first throw doesn't do that.
Okay.
Right? We want it to be like she's not preparing for something, whether she's preparing to be afraid or she's preparing for pain. Sometimes people throw up a Western saddle. So she may be preparing for pain.
Okay.
Okay? So we want to make sure that we can tell her, there. Okay, now go the other side and do the other side. And then after you do the other side, if you can get her just as mellow as she just was at the end there, we're going to go ahead and step away and let her just lick and chew and process. There you go. That's better. Okay, now step out in front of her, and then you're going to turn your back to her. And leave her alone. We're going to wait for her to lick and chew to just let us know that, wow, that's okay, right? Or a nice big would be good too. I love when they're so sure they should be doing something and they get worried. I mean, I don't love that, but like it's interesting to realize like how much they really want to just keep us happy. There you go. Okay, now let's see if we can get that other side. Where
This one?
Yeah,
Back
yeah.
to this one? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Where you can just, if she gets brave enough to look at it, you can let her look at it. Doesn't matter. Good. There, that was better. That was, her head was kind of up. Well, there we go. It went up anyway. Her head was kind of up. There you go. And she's licking and chewing while you're doing it. Good. Okay, we'll go the other side again. Okay. We'll go the other side again. She's almost done on this side. She's not done on that side, but she's almost done on this side. Yep. Okay. Go the other side. Yep, she's almost done on this side too. She's not quite done, but she's almost done. And then we'll move on to the saddle. And we're actually going to move on to the saddle without the saddle pad.
Okay.
We're going to let the saddle be its own thing. Okay. So go step out like in front of her like you're going to leave. And then you're only going to go back to that side. You don't need to practice this side anymore. She's over it on this side. Okay. So do the whole process all over again. Because I want her to where as soon as you go out and go to throw it up on her, she doesn't go. I just want her to not have that drawing frozen. Way better. Yep. Okay, we're good. Okay, so now we're going to switch to the saddle. As silly as that is, did you see how long that took?
Yeah.
That means that she was never over even that part.
Okay.
We don't need to do the whole cinch part. I like your Latigo straps.
Oh, thanks.
I have the cheaters, but they're just brown. Oh, it's cool. It goes with your saddle itself. I got it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm smart. I catch on quickly. Okay. So you're going to do the exact same thing.
Okay.
You got your ears out to the sides. But she's very interested, so that's good. They can't be scared if they're curious. Oh, there we go, though. Okay.
Good. See? That's not bad.
Because sometimes what happens is we'll find where she's actually afraid. This may be where she's learned what's going to happen next.
Okay.
So she's showing us fear now, but she may be afraid of something much later on. Good girl. She's like, go ahead, put it on. A lot of worry there. A lot of worry on both ends. Putting it on and taking it off. Notice how she's barely blinking, and when she does, it's not there. We go. We finally got a blink, but they're like the rapid, just the top of my eye blinks. They're not really big blinks. She gets brave enough to look, let her look. So right now, the examples that she shows us of her bravery are avoidance. So when she does get brave enough, we want to really encourage the bravery. Because right now she has, see how she has like a lean away from you?
Yeah.
She has the total, if I could leave, I would leave now, and we don't want her to feel that way. The riding part should only be where you're just saying, I want to go where you want to go, but my legs can't carry me as easily as yours can. right? We want them to believe that it's just they're doing us a favor, not that we're doing something to them. So the next time, watch her. If she looks like she wants to look, we're gonna stop and let her look at the saddle itself. But she's offered twice to look. Nope. Yeah, I wish she didn't have so much lean away. If she could, she'll take that forehand step away from you. Okay, so this time, step away, turn your back slightly, and then we're going to just give her a chance to catch her breath because she's actually been holding her breath that whole time. And sometimes when they hold their breath from this point, they're holding their breath through the whole ride. I know, that's tough, huh? She gets brave enough to look, let her look.
Good girl.
So she's not done on this side, but we're going to go ahead and do the other side.
Okay.
I know it's easier to do with a smaller saddle, but that's why I start horses with bareback pads.
That's smart.
Well, I do it for a couple reasons. One, because this process is a lot easier on me. And two, because if they were to get crazy, I can get out of a bareback pad like that. I can't get out of a saddle like that. A lot of worry on that side for sure. As long as whatever's slapping her isn't slapping her too hard, because otherwise we're going to have a hard time getting her to process that. There you go. She's starting to get brave enough to look, so if she offers to look this time, we're going to let her.
Good girl.
You're getting a nice shoulder workout today.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we're going to take it, put it back up on the fence, and just take her for a little walk and let her catch her breath.
Yeah. Sorry, you got stuck in my arm.
Be nice if she does one of those big blowouts again like she did a minute ago. This is trust building too, because you're not telling her that that's the most important part to you. I want to be on your back, right? You're telling her that I want this to be some kind of partnership.
Okay.
And she's now learning to trust that it's not all about you and that you care about her.
Okay.
Not sure why she just took over the leading process there, but there we go. I don't like them to hold their breath for too long, because they hold their breath too long, then that becomes a part of their habit.
Okay.
And then that turns into the horse that can blow up on you for no reason, or so it seems.
Okay.
And it's just because they've left themselves into like kind of a deprived hyper state. Okay. So go ahead and just take her over there, grab the saddle, see what you got as far as how she handles you just grabbing the saddle down. Ears went out, decided it was time to leave.
Good.
Now that was interesting. So what did you feel about that? What she just did?
She looked at it, but she didn't like it.
She looked at it and chose fear over confidence.
Yeah.
Right? So it means we're not there yet.
Okay. Should I start back on the other side? Doesn't matter.
Yeah, you could do it if you want, or you could start there. It doesn't matter. She's not good on either side yet. She's got a lot of worry. She's got a lot of scoot forward going on in her head right now.
Yeah, that's what she does under saddle too. She just constantly scoots forward, like every
She
couple
drops her.
steps.
I call it motorboating. I know the people use motorboating for a different reason, but when they drop their hind end and it's like the front of the boat goes up.
Yeah, she does that like every couple steps. It's not fun.
Well, she's scared. She's scared. She just hasn't been given a chance to get over the fear. Like if you were to try to unclamp her tail right now, she clamps that tail down every single time you throw that up on there. Like it gets tighter and tighter, like she could possibly disappear. Yep. In fact, from there, wait, just stop. From there, go ahead and send her tail away and ask her to bring her nose to the... I know it's a lot to do, but I want her to actually feel like she's allowed to look. Like you're not just giving her... Good.
Good girl. Good.
And is she cinchy? Does she hold her breath like crazy as soon as she starts feeling the cinch go around her?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and see if we can't get this process through.
Look at it. Good. Good.
There we go. There you go. Now we'll leave on that note and go on the other side.
Okay.
It's like a frenzy of
I know.
seagulls.
I don't even see them.
Traveling to somewhere. Maybe they're mad. There's the parachute thing today down in Ocean City.
Oh.
Yeah, one of my former boarders is a West Point
Parachute?
and it's the West Point parachute team.
Huh.
So she's coming to see us tonight. I'm excited.
From New York?
Yeah, yep.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, from West Point Military Academy. She doesn't go there. She worked there.
Oh, okay.
Like in athletics. I don't know if they're doing a demonstration. I don't know the whole story. I just know that's what's brought her down here, and I'm excited she's going to come stay with us tonight. Way better. Let's see if we can get at least... she's still a little weird about it coming off, but... way better with the on. Let's see if the off pulls the head up. Still pulling the head up with the off, but way better with the on. That was nice. It'd be real nice if we could get her to lower her head for all of that. That was something unrelated. Something in the woods.
Good.
Yeah. You gotta stop holding your breath. Oh, are you guys in my truck? I forgot you guys like to get in my truck.
Bless you.
Oh, you got yourself another girl, did you? Huh? You won over one other one?
Ew, that's not, homie. I see it.
Yeah, we're not getting in my truck. Sorry. I don't think you're welcome in the arena either. Oh, she likes you though, huh? Okay, sorry. So that's interesting when they get distracted and then they get back into what you're doing. All of a sudden, that fear all came back. Just means that you have a little work ahead of you. That's
Okay.
all. It doesn't mean that. Go, go, go. Okay. So now I'm going to have you go ahead and throw everything on there like you're planning on saddling her up. Want me to hold the saddle or?
No.
Oh, there's a worry back. That head went right up. See if you can fling it on her like you just did, because you didn't fling it on her like that all those other times. Try that again. Okay. We're going to go ahead and throw the saddle up there. She's looking for an escape, but we're going to see if she'll stay.
Jesus.
That's kind of not cool. It's all right, sweetheart. Come here. You're okay.
You're
okay.
Out.
Aww.
You're stupid.
That was awful, huh?
You're stupid.
That was no fun.
It's like the worst possible place they could
And the
have
worst
done
time.
that.
Yeah, it was the worst time too. We're holding our breath.
She's like, I knew I hated that thing for a reason.
We're sitting here holding our breath, and then we have something run right under us. Oh. Okay. Good girl. Yeah, you're okay.
Right. Sure. Dirt gets on ya. You don't know why dirt on ya. I don't think it smells like anything. Good girl. Yeah, good.
It's like a whole nother group of them.
Right.
You're okay. A lot of worry happening in there. Ooh, look at you. Having a little panic attack. You're okay. So we're going to move her. That's one of the... Right? We're going to go ahead and we're going to cinch her up just enough so the saddle won't fall under her belly. But not crazy. I cinch them in 3s. I don't cinch them like with the intention of it being the only time I cinch them. You can do the one side at its setting, and then we'll just tighten the other side steadily. But I always cinch them in 3s. Promise them you're not going to cut them in half.
I think this might be a little too big for you.
saddle fits are nice too. So it's definitely, if you have any trouble, it's not because of the saddle fit.
Yeah, but I know the trainer saddle didn't fit her very well. But
and she still rode her with it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, it was made for like a super stocky quarter horse. And I was like, this doesn't fit her very well. And I left one of mine, but she said she couldn't ride in it because it didn't fit her as a human being. And I was like, well, that's stupid, but okay.
Has to fit the horse first.
Yeah.
Never understood that. But I always hope to run into people who care more. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and move her around. Just have her, let her stretch out. I believe that if we let them do all the stretching out, those folds of their underarms move out on their own.
Okay.
I don't think taking their front legs and pulling them out is beneficial, because sometimes you're going to over pull it and then you're going to create another gap that now falls in front of the girth and causes them discomfort. I'd rather just a natural. Yeah, that saddle's nice, and that's a nice saddle for her.
It's nice for you.
Did you just get lucky, or did you have a saddle fitter?
No, I just got I actually got this one for Blondie.
Okay.
But now that Blondie's back has changed so much, I don't really know. Like I said, I haven't ridden Blondie since December, so it might not now fit her
right
the way I wanted it to.
Well, this one definitely fits her nice. Okay, go ahead, and we're gonna stop. We're gonna go ahead and tighten that up, just where you'll still have another tightening to do. So just snug it, but not cut her in half. And this time we're going to bend her body a little bit and see what kind of reaction we get to her feeling it bending on her. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some kind of like figure eights, like teardrop turns. So just kind of send her back towards your barns.
This way?
And then you're just going to, once she gets, towards your barns, you're going to kind of send her back. We're going to just kind of do like figure eight type turns and see where the bending with the saddle, because it also puts that saddle in her eye when you do this. So now she'll get a chance to look at it, bend her back. So you're just going to keep doing that. You're just going to keep bending her back. Gives her a chance to, she's actually not even bending. You saw that she did a completely straight turn. So we want to make sure that we get her to really bend so that she does get a good look at that saddle out of that eye. See how she's avoiding looking?
Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah, you can. If she asks questions like that, you can just reach out and give her a reassuring touch. Because that's all she did. She just was asking you, I don't understand what you want me to do. But she needed a little confidence builder. So if she asks again, you can reach out and say, it's like there. You could reach out and just tell her she's okay.
Okay, you're good.
Okay, let's see if we ask her to trot. We're just going to try to get a little pitter-patter jog out of her. Okay, ask her to walk. Bend her back. Ask her to trot the other way. It's okay. She's swift. Good girl. So she's gotten brave enough to see it out of her right eye. I don't know if she's gotten brave enough to see it out of her left eye yet. She's willing to look at it out of her right eye. So go ahead and bend her back and see if we get her to look at it out of her left eye. Or if she's going to keep staying square. Still preferring her right eye. Okay, go ahead and bend her back. Now I'm going to have you take a few drawing steps backwards, like you're going to change directions. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get her to look in.
Okay.
Because see, she's willing to look at the saddle with that right eye, but she's not willing to look at the saddle with her left eye. Not in either direction. There. So see if you can't just keep that. Yep. Just your goal is to get her to kind of check in with you, looking in. See how she's not even offering to remotely look in?
Yeah.
Yep, there.
Sorry, I didn't want you to
And then when you stand back up, just make sure it's not punishing. Make sure that it's just, oh, you know, you checked in. Great. That's wonderful. Yeah, there you go. Good. Good. Go ahead and let her walk.
Easy.
Good. Now we're going to go ahead and tighten that girth again. I guess I should turn my cameras off. Or not my cameras off, but the...
Okay. You're fine. You're good.
And now we're going to do something pretty not fun for her.
Okay. Easy.
I'm going to walk you through it because where you stay is important.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to grab a hold of that stirrup. Okay, we're going to keep her with her nose slightly turned to us. So you can have, you know, you're going to kind of chalked up on the line. And you're going to slam the stirrup down until she stops moving her feet.
Okay.
Now, what she's probably going to do is run, 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 run. You need to stay.
Okay.
Right? Like you're glued to that front leg. Okay? Don't try not to fall behind the girth and try not to let her get spun around in front of you.
Okay.
And staying like as Velcroed to her as you can is going to be the most important part of that, is because you have to be able to try to create a rhythm in the sound so that it just is something that she can kind of get used to, like background noise.
Okay.
The motion has to be something that she can process with the pattern.
Okay.
Right? Because if it's smack,
just
smack,
the stirrup, right?
well, you're gonna the whole fender.
Thing. Okay.
But if it's just smack, smack, and then she gets away from you, well, now what you taught her is it stops if I get away from you.
Okay.
Right? So we want to make sure that we teach her, when you stop with me doing this, with this noise, then I'll stop. And then you're just going to stop and you're going to act like, what? You know, like it didn't happen.
Okay.
Okay. But it's going to scare her, and we're going to do it on both sides, making sure you don't lose your position.
Okay.
It's going to be the absolute most important part.
I want to be here.
You want to be right there.
Okay.
You don't want to be any further into the circle than that.
Okay.
And you don't want to have where, like, that's way too much line between the two of you.
Okay.
Where she can definitely squirt ahead.
Okay.
Plus, we don't want her to, you know, get scared and kick you by accident just because she got scared.
Okay.
So you're going to just keep bending her around you.
Okay.
As best as you can. And you're going to try to keep her right here. If she needs to move a little bit out, you can move out with her. But you're going to try to just, the idea is you're encouraging her to stop moving her feet.
Okay.
And as soon as she thinks, just like if you feel her going, because she'll ask a question, it'll be a slight hesitation, and then she'll start moving her feet again. The key is going to be when she gives you that slight question, you pause, but don't stop.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Okay.
You're going to put a bigger lull between that. When she offers that, you can put a bigger gap between the smack that you hit, and then she offered you that hesitation. Then you might go, oh, okay, but now you can't stop.
Okay.
Because she hasn't actually stopped moving her feet.
Okay.
As soon as she stops moving her feet, dead.
Okay.
So important. Because what we want to teach her is that, so this kind of thing, first of all, helps her process the saddle. Second of all, it helps her if, God forbid, you have to flap your stirrups for some reason, you get hung up on a branch, your horse is running around in the round pen and it hooks on or bangs into, you know. So this is preparing her for that saddle doing something unexpectedly scary.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
So I'm flapping the whole thing.
Yep.
Okay.
And you want it to make noise.
Okay.
Good girl. Good. And stop, because we don't want to encourage her to go.
Okay.
Right? Good girl. I'm impressed. Yeah. You got through that process. Okay, go ahead and do the other side. If we don't have to, we're not going to like do it till she does something different, because this is what we want. So where you are matters. Where you are matters. Good. Good. And stop.
Okay.
So now we're going to do it 3 times without a reaction. So as soon as you lift it up, if she goes to take off, we're going to do it 3 times of a calm, and then we're going to pause.
Okay.
We're going to try to avoid her having a reaction at all.
Okay.
Stop. Yep. So just 3 slaps. Because we want to tell her that...
As long as she's not moving.
Yeah, we want to tell her that the right answer is not moving.
Okay.
Good. Good girl. I prepared your mama to have to hang on for life. And you didn't do anything.
Do we do it again?
Yeah, one more time, and then we'll go the other side, do it one more time. Yeah.
I know, now you know it's coming.
Good. Good, do it one more time just because she thought it meant to move. Good. Good girl. Good girl. She got through that part. Good.
It's a fly by your eye.
Okay, so.
I know. I know.
Did we install a canter cue on her?
Yeah, I've been working on it. I don't know
Right.
how great it would be. Like I mean, I haven't worked on it recently, so, but she does know it.
Yep. So how confident are you that you can get her back if you were to turn her loose and send her out on the circle to canter? I just want to see if we're going to find a buck that we want to make sure.
I mean, she might prove me wrong, but she's not really a bucker. She's never been a bucker. She's a
squirts.
Yeah. Definitely tail goes under and she scoots forward. That's her go-to.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and ask her to just give us one canter lap. Let's see what.
Okay.
But give her all the instructions the same as you would if she was on the line. And if she stays close to you, that's okay too.
Okay.
Good, bring her in.
Here.
And then turn your back on her. Okay, friendly turn and approach her and put your hand on her forehead. Okay, now we're going to ask her to go back out. You're going to back her up from you.
Okay.
Ask her to go back out on the circle, but we're going to go the other way.
Back. 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 This way. And back. I can't remember which way you were just going.
Good.
Easy. Easy. A canter lap?
Yep.
Okay.
There you go. Yep, I was going to say, you were getting ahead of her pattern, which is good because you can help her. So push her past me. Push her there. Good, bring her in.
Here. Here.
Go ahead and touch her forehead.
Good.
And then just be.
And then just what?
Just be.
Okay.
Just be with her.
Good.
We got to do the other side. She doesn't understand the canter on the other side, but I want to just give her a break. So you got good at getting in the way of the pattern, right? She had a break pattern. Good girl. She crossfires just because she's out of balance. It's okay. The other side, let's find her pattern and try to help her understand, because she ran into that canter on the, especially the other direction. That brought a lot of worry to the movement.
Okay.
So we want to make sure that when we ask her to canter, she knows that it's the canter that we're looking for and that she doesn't have to run until she has no choice.
Okay.
Because a lot of times that's when they get the most scared of cantering, is because they run until they have no choice. Dissecting.
Trying to kill this tick.
Right.
Trying to decapitate it. All right, so that way. Right? Yeah, you're just
towards the house. Nice departure on the trot. So you want your canter to have that clear of an understanding.
Okay.
Right? That sharp of a response.
Okay.
But in the gait that you're looking for, not just speeding up. Nice. Now get ahead of her pattern. There you go. Yep, we're not going to let her run that long. So there's her pattern. So we're going to get her, either get ahead of it or get her back up in that canter faster. Right there, right there, right there, right there. Good, and bring her in.
Here. Here. Good.
Good.
Okay.
Let her know she did a good job, and then we're just going to leave her alone for a minute.
You okay? Yeah, I know. You get so worried about everything.
Yeah, I know. That's hard stuff, huh?
Right.
Yeah, she likes you a lot, though. That's nice. That's real nice. Okay, so what we're going to do
Goodness. So
is we're going to take that all off and put it all back on.
Okay.
You can do it online, or if you think that you've got her to where she's, because when it's really solid, you can do it without holding on to her in any way.
Easy.
There, now that's your feedback there. So that was protective.
So she's still not comfortable with it?
Yep, so what I'm going to have you do is you can do that part, let the girth hang. Hopefully it's not going to be a big deal. But I want the girth hanging off of her, so that way if she does jump and it falls off, it's okay, but we don't want it loose and have it jump and land under her belly. But I'm going to have you step back out in front of her, and I'm going to have you approach again.
Wait, so am I leaving her girth tight or loose?
You're going to take it, you're going to let it drop.
Oh, okay, all the way down.
Yep.
Okay.
Good, now go back out in front of her, and then go back up to the saddle. Let's see what she does. I hope she doesn't back up. That was okay, do it again. The idea is I'm trying to get her to stop doing that.
Okay.
Okay, so try to stay where we don't have to interfere with her head, just so that we don't accidentally ask her to back up.
So like out here?
Yeah, and then now go back to the side of her without trying to, where she's... So in other words, try to stay slightly on that side of her, in front of her.
Okay.
It's okay, it's okay. So see, now she's starting to say, I don't know what you want, I don't know what you want. All I'm trying to do is get her to not lean back and try to avoid your approach.
Okay.
There you go. Do that one more time, and if she doesn't lean back to avoid your approach, then we'll move on. There you go.
Okay.
So now we'll go ahead and take it off. You actually have to go to the other side. If she does it to the other side, when you're going to like fold up your girth and your stirrup, if she leans back, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to step back out in front of her and approach her to try to see if we can get her to, so she's blocking you. So that's feedback. Me walking in the grass just distracted her, but good. And if she doesn't lean this time, don't worry about it. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. You don't have to create something to have to fix it.
Okay. Take it all the way off?
Yep. Now, did you just see that?
Her, like when I took it
Shudder
off?
her head. Did you see how she shuddered her head?
Mm-mm.
So she was fighting the confidence.
Oh.
So go ahead and just stand beside her like you just pulled it off, and then go ahead and approach the front of her again. Let's see if we don't. We may. You're so good, girl. It's okay. Okay, so now she's back to avoiding. It's okay. Okay, so I don't know if you want to flip up the stirrup and you're going to throw everything back on.
Okay.
Lot of worry. We got a little work ahead of you. Lot of worry there. Okay, we're going to pull it all back off.
Does it matter which side? Can I pull it off the side?
You can pull it off that side. That's the side she's most worried about right now.
Okay.
So she got brave enough to look. Let her look. When you pulled it off before, the shudder of her head, which you can probably, it'll probably show up on camera. The shudder of her head, she went like she was like, I'm scared. No, I'm not. No, I'm scared. You know. So that's where I knew we're not done.
Okay.
You know, because she tried to override her fear, but she was clearly not successful. She's trying. You know, she wants to not be afraid.
Am I putting it back on?
Yep.
Okay.
Aw. You're all right, sweetheart. So actually, that's a good idea. I'm going to have you do that. Put it on one side, take it off the other side. Put it back on this side, take it off the other side. And let's see if we can stop getting that head up. If you want to take the girth off part, that's fine.
Okay.
You know. And all that stuff, like fiddling with that, whatever, that's all good processing time for her. Because now she's watching you just mess with it and it's not killing you. Like, that's all stuff that they take in. It's not too bad. You're all right. A lot of worry on that side.
And especially whenever I like reach up here for anything.
Right.
She doesn't like it.
Yeah, you gotta stop holding your breath, sweetheart. That was better. She overrode it there. The fear was there, but she kind of relaxed into it. Basically, the hope is that you get her to the point where she's bored of it.
Okay.
Know? Well, she was bored of it, so I would leave that.
Okay.
Right? Because she was actually distracted enough that she didn't care. So
okay.
We're going to let her hang on that. With her head down, that's a good place to end with her.
Okay.
And if she wants to go over and look at it, let her. She wants to, but she doesn't know what she's allowed to do.
Girl. Yeah.
And in that case, that's in the beginning, I would send a horse to a saddle and say, check it out. But in that case, like at the end, I would let them look at it on their own.
Okay.
I wouldn't encourage them to do it themselves. I'd want them to show us that they made it through.
Okay.
You know, there. See, she used you as an excuse. That was cute. She wanted to check it out, but she wasn't brave enough, so she came to you first, touched you, and then that brought her close enough to where she could do that. Yeah. You're a good girl. She still wants to look, but she's still afraid. You're a good girl. You did good job. Yeah. You can look one more time. She's like, just one more time. I was gonna say she didn't override it that time, but she did it. There we go. Good. Good girl. Now, back her away towards the panel, and then you're going to walk out and around the saddle. You're not going to let the saddle get behind her. You're going to go out and around her.
Okay.
Just don't want to end on a note where she tells us, oh shit, I'm scared again.
Okay.
I'd rather her end on a note where she's completely aware.
This way?
Yep, send her to the rail between you.
Oh.
Yep, there you go. There you go. And then you're going to walk together from there. Yep. Yep, because her ears are going to tell you if she's still afraid. Good. Good. Had you just spun her around and put the saddle at her tail, and she was not, I don't think she's completely over it, right? So we could have opened a whole other can of worms.
Okay.
Where I wouldn't have wanted to leave her scooting away from the saddle.
Okay.
So that's why I just didn't provide her with that opportunity. Good girl. She's a nice girl. I really like her. I like them all, but I really like her. Yes, I do really like you. She just really wants to. She wants to be comfortable. She wants to make you happy.
Let's go, lady. Let's go find your sister. I know.